Hello, and I'd like to welcome you all once again to one of our wee Saturday night live broadcasts from the old farmhouse in the village of Reef on the west coast of the island of Lewis in the Scottish Outer Hebrides. And this is number 122, believe it or not. And it's been an incredible week. The weather has just been so vicious and wild. And just like last week, it's been vicious right up till about half an hour ago. The wind's been howling outside, and it's suddenly died down. We've had hail all day, and it's been quite horrendous. So I'm hoping that everything will kind of hang in there for us to allow you to have this broadcast. But things are quite challenging here with broadband and winds and stuff. So we'll try it anyway. I'm going to start off with this song, which was a request, and I haven't done it for a wee while. It was a request for Jane Elbridge in Bath and Eric de Vries in Utrecht. And it's a song that I wrote. It's called Talking with My Father. I had a great relationship with my father, and sadly he passed away a number of years ago, but I spent a lot of time with him wandering around the hills of Perthshire. And so we'll try it now and see it and make sure that everything's working okay. Yeah, here we go. Talking with my father, and it's timeless visitors that we gather, make the memories that we fill. He says don't fix what is not broken, no need to find what's not been lost, but it's a heavy gate we have to open, we have to cross. This place where life's hard thunders, in this place where time holds still, in this place of harmony and wonder and values not of gold fulfilled. There will always be the brave one, there'll be the one who turns away, with all too many things left undone, and so much left to say. I'm talking with my father, he's talking with his son, and I don't need to look any farther, for the one I have become. In this place where life's hard thunders, in this place where time holds still, in this place of harmony and wonder, and values not of gold fulfill. Sing it with me, go try it. In this place where life's hard thunders, in this place where time holds still, in this place of harmony and wonder, and values not of gold fulfill. Thank you very much, and that's my wee song, Talking with My Father, which I wrote but the relationship with I had with my father. And you probably noticed behind me I've got my peat fire going here. And I thought I would just stick a few seconds to show you. Last week that was a wee bit dull, but it seems to be going a bit better this week. And that's what it's burnt on it. It's peat. This is peat cut by my very own fair hand, and it's we just have peat behind, and people have been using it for people have been cutting peat here for thousands of years, right back to the Iron Age, you know, for fuel, because there's no trees on the island at all. But I don't cut much peat now. I just cut a very small amount just for wee occasions for this big fire, and I was going to show you these as well. These, and I'm friends here, so he'll be able to tell me the name of the guy. But these are a set of peat tongs. And they're really old, and they were all made by, you can maybe just see them. This is for maneuvering, what was this? This is for maneuvering the peat on the fire. Okay, it's a nice long thing, because there's a lot of heat comes off the peat. And what was the name of the man that made them, Peat Finn? Skellag, Skellag in Stornoway. I think he made every single peat iron for everybody on the whole island of Lewis. And I've been collecting them. So I just thought I would share that with you, because it's a wee bit of history. And we're actually in the old part of the house. This is an old bit of the house that I've kept pretty well exactly. It was like this when I came here, and I've kept it pretty well exactly like it would have been in the 1850s, 1860s, you know. And it's kind of a wee bit of a museum, but it's got great atmosphere. And it's a great place to do these wee streams from now. I hope you're getting this signal, and this is all authentic. Somebody last week said, "Oh, I like your set," and I'm going, "This is not a set. This is real. This is actually it, you know." And this is this is not. So anyway, I'm going to do this wee song, and I wrote this song in Cape Breton in Nova Scotia, and when I learned about the travels of the Reverend Macleod, and it was brilliant. I discovered it because I had been doing some shows in northern New Zealand, and I'd stopped in at this place called Waipu. Actually, the reason I'm doing this song tonight is because somebody put a message on the Facebook last week saying that they were from Waipu, and I've got his name here, I think. Did I get his name? No, I didn't get his name. Oh yeah, I've got it here. For Grant Murray. He tuned in from Waipu last week, and so I thought, I'll sing that song. And so I was in Waipu, and I pulled into this old graveyard, and to go to the wee boys' room. I pulled off the main road, and I noticed that all the gravestones were all kind of MacLeods, McGregor, Morrisons, and Mackays, and that, all from Cape Breton, but originally from Assynt in Scotland. And I'd been to Assynt, and I know that area up there. And then eventually I went to Cape Breton, and I went to St Anne's Bay, where so what happened was the Reverend Macleod emigrated to Canada, Nova Scotia, with a whole bunch of his followers. They landed in Nova Scotia, cut down the bush, made a village, built a big church, and it's really cold in Nova Scotia. The bay ices up in the wintertime. And they were there for 30 years, I believe, and then one day the Reverend decides that he's going to take the whole community and take them to Australia originally, but they ended up in New Zealand. So they built their own boats in the St. Anne's Bay, and I think 6 boats sailed to New Zealand with about 800 people. And it's a great story. And so I realized that I'd been at all 3 places, and that I realized also that the young men who'd originally left Ascent, were eventually the old men who finally found a place for their community in Waipu in New Zealand. And so I'm singing that, and I'm also going to sing this for my dear friend Buddy MacDonald, who might be watching, who lives on the side of the bay. Well, I think you can see where I don't know if you can see where the boats were built from where he lives, but hi Buddy. So we'll try it and see how we go on. And there's a wee bit of a chorus that you can sing. You just sing, to sail on, to sail on, actually it is. Oh, I stood on the cold Ascent Hills. I had the hunger cry and the tyrants laughing. I had the young men say goodbye to the place where their young dreams had grown. For there's a land somewhere we can build our freedom. There's a land somewhere where our children will grow strong. And if our lives should be spared, we'll need no other reason to sail on. To sail on. Try again. To sail on. To sail on. Oh, I stood on the shores at St. Anne's. I watched them building boats to trade the oceans. I saw the preacher raise his hands, saying, "Children, it's time to move on. There's a land somewhere we can build our freedom. There's a land somewhere where our children will grow strong. If our lives should be spared, we'll need no other reason." Sing it. To sail on. Global choir, here we go. To sail on. Oh, I watched from the white Waipu sands. I watched them drop their sails and throw their anchors. I saw the old men shake each other's hands, saying, brothers, now I think we are home. For there's a land somewhere where we can build our freedom. There's a land somewhere our children will grow strong. If our lives should be spared, we'll need no other reason to sail on, to sail on, to sail on. Fade it away. To sail on, to sail on, to sail Well done, and that's my wee song about the Reverend Norman Macleod, and you go and learn about the story. It's a fantastic story, and I hope where was it? I hope Grant was watching there tonight from Waipu. It's a great wee place. I love it. The Reverend obviously made the right decision, moving them all from the cold frozen Nova Scotia to the beautiful climate of Waipu. Anyway, I'm going to do this song, and I could not do this song after the week we've had here. And this, actually, I wrote this song in the kitchen just through that door there, and it's very rare that I get to sing this with my friend Finn actually being able to join in with the chorus. So we're going to do it, and it's a song that I wrote after watching a caravan passing by the window through there, flying down the Macher. Just outside the windows here is the Macher, the area behind the sand dunes that, and then past the sand dunes is a 1 mile long beach. If you're very quiet, you can hear the sea kind of crashing in down there. But it's all going calm so far. So I hope Jenny seems to be giving me a thumbs up here. So it seems to be that the stream's going out okay. And so you sing. One of the great things about being up here is the storms up here. There's incredible storms up here. And sometimes the wind's so strong, you just wouldn't leave the door here. And I remember one time I had my father come up with me, and we were going to go down to the beach. And we just couldn't, we had to turn back. The wind was so strong, you just could not walk against the wind. Anyway, what was great about that is it makes you feel nature right in your face like that. It puts everything in a great perspective. So this is where we'll all sing the chorus. This is where we'll get the global choir going. And what you sing is you sing, I feel so near to the howling of the winds. I feel so near to the crashing of the waves. I feel so near to the flowers in the fields. I feel so near. Okay, and we might get a bit of help from Finn through there. My friend Finn has come down. So it's just me and Finn and Jenny in here tonight. I overdid it a wee bit with the Peat before the show because my legs are on fire now. So, here we go. Find me sitting at this table, my friend Finn and my friend John. My friend where Danny tells us stories of things long gone, long gone. And we will take a glass together. The whiskey makes it all so clear. It fires our dulled imagination. And I feel so near, so near. I feel so near to the howling of the winds. I feel so near to the crashing of the waves. I feel so near to the flowers in the fields. I feel so near. That's what you sing? Here we go. I feel so near to the howling of the winds. I feel so near to the crashing of the waves. I feel so near to the flowers in the fields. I feel so near. Brilliant. The old man looks out to the islands. He says this place is endless thin. There's no real distance here to mention. We might all fall in, all fall in. No distance to the spirits of the living. No distance to the spirits of the dead. And as he turned, his eyes were shining, and he proudly said, there you go. I feel so near to the howling of the winds. I feel so near to the crashing of the waves. I feel so near to the flowers in the fields. I feel so near. So we build our tower constructions there to mark our place in time. We justify our great destructions, as on we climb, on we climb. And now the journey doesn't seem to matter. The destination's faded out. Gathering out along the headlands, I hear the children shout, make a bad noise, going. I feel so near to the howling of the winds. I feel so near to the crashing of the waves. I feel so near to the flowers in the fields. I feel so near. And this is where you sing it on your own, and Finn and Jenny will help you. So the global choirs. I want to feel the vibes in the old farmhouse up here in Lewis. Here we go. I feel so near. Wonderful. That's so good. I'm going to ask you to do it again. Would it be harmony or two? Now I know we don't have the tatty faces here tonight, but for their harmonies, but I'll talk to you about them in a wee minute. On your own again. I feel so near the howling of. feel so near to the howling of the winds. I feel so near to the crashing of the waves. I feel so near to the flowers in the fields. One last time. I feel so near to the howling of the winds. I feel so near to the crashing of the waves. I feel so near to the flowers in the fields. I feel so near. Well done. I was getting the vibe here. I was getting the vibe in these old stone walls, these old 1850s stone walls. I think it's quite incredible that I can be singing here, right out on the very edge of the west coast of the island of Lewis, and you guys are all kind of scattered all over the world singing away with me. Go and check it out on the map. It's a place called Reef. If you look, and you'll see the big long beach, and you probably get it on Google Maps. Anyway, like I said, we haven't had the tatty faces. They sent me a card. The tatty faces sent me a card. They said that they're going. If I don't come back soon, they're going to start their own streams. They're going to start their own streams from the old schoolhouse in Butterstone, and so. I think they've been missing me anyway, but I mean, so I've been missing them, and we'll probably see them next weekend. Okay, we're getting near the end of our half hour now, and I thought I would finish with this. This is a song that I wrote up here a number of years ago, and I'm going to have a wee mouthful of. I don't have, like I said last week, I don't have Nigel's port, but last week, just to save the day, Murdo Beg, my neighbour. One of my neighbours popped in with a bottle of whiskey. So this is Murdo Beg's bottle of whiskey. Now, I'm not asking him to bring me one every Saturday either, you know that. But here's to Murdo Beg. And it's got to be tickling my throat. So, so I wrote this up here, and it's a wee song about contentment. I better put my guitar mic on. Take two. It's in the darkness of believing. It's in the shadows where we have to stand, beside the loving and the grieving. Oh, I'll never understand. It's in the way it has to reach us. It's in the restless of the shifting sand, and all the truth it has to teach us. Oh, I'll never understand. Holding back to listen to the ocean, holding back to dance inside the storm. I may be foolish, but I don't care, as long as you are there. From edge to edge we take our pleasure. We follow blindly each insane command. We're judged by some eternal measure. Oh, I'll never understand. Oh, when peace is child to no one. We're held together by an endless strand, first to be woven, then to be undone. Oh, I'll never understand, holding back to listen to the ocean, holding back to dance inside the storm. I may be foolish, but I don't care, as long as you are there. Soon all the promises are broken, and expectation passes underhand, and not a gentle word is spoken. Oh, I'll never understand. It's in the darkness of believing, it's in the shadows where we have to stand, beside the loving and the grieving. Oh, I'll never understand, holding back to listen to the ocean, holding back to dance inside the storm. I may be foolish, but I don't care, as long as you are there, holding back to listen to the ocean, holding back to dance inside the storm. I may be foolish, but I don't care, as long as you are there. Thank you very much. That's my wee song, Holding Back, my wee song of contentment, which I wrote in that kitchen table around there. But thank you very much for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed your wee visit to the island of Lewis. We'll be back down in Butterstone next weekend. But I think it seemed to go smoothly enough, so that's pretty good. And I can do more from up here during the summer, which would be great. And I hope you've enjoyed being in my museum here. And I always like to just take a wee minute to thank poor my son Jamie and the family have all got COVID now, and they're all well, but they're but just getting to, you think you're just getting over it, but they're fine, they're coming over them, but we're still not finished, we're still not out of it yet. So I always like to take a wee minute to just say thank you to all the NHS staff and all the carers and all the people that are out there and all the vaccinators and all the people who have been looking after us over the last 2.5 years. Here's to you all, and thanks for what you've all done. I'll finish now. Thanks to Jenny. Thanks for Finn for coming down and being part of the broadcast. And listen, there's no wind. It's unbelievable that twice in a row the wind has just died down just before we did the story. The show. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Night. You take care of yourself. Keep cheery. Look after each other. Smile like a tatty face. Well, the tatty faces will not be smiling at the moment. Actually, they'll be not by the tone of that card that they sent. They're a wee bit peeved at not being able to come up here themselves. Anyway, night. That's enough rabbiting on. You all take care, and I'll see you next weekend. Bye bye. Aikava.